Halo teman-teman, and hi guys, welcome back to my channel Chimy in Finland. So actually today I was going to talk about how is my life after I'm moved back to Finland. So actually I was going to make a video in Indonesian, but yeah, I was just this kind of feeling that I should make it in once in English. And how is my life back in Finland after a year? So actually it's about 1 month after I moved back to Finland. It was 1 year ago. So whoever you are new here, my name is Chimy and I'm Indonesian living in Finland. I have a Finnish husband. I have a family. I have 2 kids. My kids is 7 and 2 years old, and now the first one is in the grade 1 in one of international school, which is in Finland, in Tampere, and then the other one is now in the daycare. That he's he's a boy. If you never ever see him on my other video, then yeah, that's him and her. So what I'm doing, or what I was doing this 1 year after I moved back to Finland. So it's quite difficult for me after I was staying in Vietnam and then moved back to Finland. I was like, I didn't use my Finnish quite a long time, about 3.5 years, and now I need to use my Finnish again. So I was like quiet, still like I'm still find my feet. I don't know like how I can survive and whatever 1 year ago. And as I was quite it was a bit difficult because when we moved back to Finland, my husband wasn't work yet, and then we just try to find where we should go and then what we are going to do and whatever. And we stay in Joensuu before, and at the end my husband found the work in Tampere, Finland, here where we are staying now. And it was quite good that it's a bigger city than Joensuu, so it was like I was happy. And then yeah, we moved to Tampere, and it was like I was like, okay, this is the place where we will live maybe forever. And then yeah, I was like kind of depressed because it was same January and it was quite cold, and I was living in Vietnam where it was quite a tropical country, and it's not really tropical country because in Hanoi we have also winter, but it was not that cold as here in Finland. But still, it's like I still find my feet until now, until 1 year after. But I'm quite lucky. Last year when I just moved back to Finland, we tried to get the house, and then we finally found this house, this kind of apartment, which is quite around 8 kilometers from the city. And I was applying study. Yeah, you know that I didn't speak and use Finnish during in Hanoi in Vietnam. So I was like, okay, I need to learn again this language, and I'm just like trying my luck to apply Finnish some school about this lähihoitaja or practical nurse, and I got accepted. I mean, I got the school. I was like so happy because I didn't know what I should do if I don't attend this school. So I didn't know what I'm going to do while my daughter going to school, and then my boy or my son was starting the daycare. And I'm quite happy I got this school. Of course, not everyone's like supporting me, especially a friend, like why you should choose that ammatti or samatti in English. It's like why you choose that profession, because I was trying to find the work actually before. I tried to do some application about avoimet paikkaa. I was graduating some forestry sector, and then the second is about fashion design, and I'm trying to apply, and some of them, and I didn't get into the work. And then when I applied to study, so I got this school. So I was quite happy to starting my new life here in Tampere, Finland. So how I survived with this Finnish language? Yeah, it was quite difficult for me to start to speak, and especially in school we learn in Finnish. So I'm studying as practical nurse and we learn using Finnish, and it was quite challenging after I never used Finnish at all, and then I'm starting to need to use Finnish in quiet. Technically it's so difficult, so I start to speak Finnish, not immediately. I still like using Google Translate a lot. I still my grammatic or kielioppi has been gone. So I was like too difficult for me to speak. Do I need to use imperfecti, or do I need something bahasa Finlandia mas? So it was like, okay, I try to find like the way how I learn again Finnish, and it was like pikkuhiljaa or slowly it's back. Yeah, and because we use Finnish every day, and at the moment I'm in the second semester of my study, so it was practical nurse, and I choose the lasten and nuorten. It was kind of kids and young age, so I study in Finnish, and then in the first year I need to study in the lasten and nuorten, is kind of kids and young age, and then the second semester I need to study in the elderly or senior, something like that. So at the moment I have kind of tuoharjoitelu or training in some kind of what was the elderly home or something like that, and it was quite fun. So I enjoy it, and I still find my feet. Trust me, I'm still finding where I should do what I should do. I'm still like learning again to stay in Finland and adapt to the culture and society and whatever it is. And I was like glad that finally I found the school. I'm starting new life here. I found friends. You know that friend is quite important here for me. Even like we have a family, we are busy with that family, but you need someone to hanging around so you don't get crazy alone in this winter in Finland, which is quite cold. And yeah, that's I have a friend. Even though in Finland it's difficult to find ustava than to find a kaveri. So it's different. Is Istava is like more really close friend, and then kaveri is more like it's just, you know, like to kaveri for the example is like your workmate or something like that. So that's quite difficult. So as Indonesian, for me, like I say like she's my friend, it means like we are friend or something like that. But in Finland you cannot say she's my ustava because she's not your real friend. So it's quite difficult for me, like, okay, she's not my real friend. When I talk to my husband, okay, so I know her once, she's my friend. I say like that when I met another Indonesian, but my husband said, no, she cannot be your friend after you met once or something like that. I was like, yeah, it's quite a culture. So actually it's really nice outside. We have snow. Maybe if you can see the snow there. Yeah, it was quite actually in Finland it was a bit weird also. Last year in this time in January we already got a lot of snow here in Tampere, but at the moment we have not really much, and sometimes the weather is going warm, and then sometimes it's like the snow is melting, and it's quite difficult when it was night, the snow melting, and then in the morning we got the snowfalls, how to say, the snowfalls snowing, that it's quite slippery. And yeah, I was like in summer, it was quite funny actually. I have my Finnish driving license. I got it in 2013 before I moved to before we were moving to Vietnam, and we were living there. And then many years I never drive a car, and it was like for me it's challenging also to start driving in Finland. I nearly forgot how actually the rule to drive the car, because in Finland I drive motorbike where I can drive wherever I want to go, or sometimes, you know, you should know how the culture in Vietnam where you people sometimes like Kak, kalau mahasiswa mau kuliah di Finlandia, apakah masih gratis atau gimana melihat dari pendidikan Finlandia untuk siapapun menurut info yang setahu aku sih kalau kuliah sekarang ada peraturan baru ya untuk negara non EU, jadi silahkan dicek di www.studiinfo.fi atau mungkin di video-videoku yang ada pendidikan Finlandia. Nah, di situ aku biasanya sharing di www.studiinfo.fi. Di situ ada tentang kuliah di Finlandia dan itu lebih detail ya. Atau suatu saat aku tanyain ke anak-anak. Tapi biasanya sih orang Indonesia yang kesini yang kuliah di sini mereka pakai beasiswa ya. Ada misalnya kalau dari beasiswa Erasmus kayak gitu, jadi bisa dicek juga beasiswa Erasmus, jadi mereka dapat beasiswanya dari situ. Karena yang aku tahu kalau non EU peraturan baru itu nggak gratis lagi, sepertinya kayak gitu ya. Nanti aku tanyain deh yang kuliah di sini, karena aku di sini sekolah ya, bukan kuliah, Bo. So that's all actually. I was making this video in English, but there's someone asking about education or like study in Finland in university or something like polytechnic or whatever. It's at least after the high school, so I need to answer in Indonesian. But of course, I'm going to answer whatever the question there, and I'm still using this English because many people asking me like, how is actually life in Finland? I have many foreigners friends which is around the world, like which is I met in Hanoi mostly, and then they asking like, how is life in Finland, how you start your life there, and what has been happened in this 1 year. So I would like to share in English also, so I don't need to tell one by one. Then I'm going to share it in my Facebook or whatever, my other social media, so they know what kind of life in Finland. And yes, thanks Kak infonya, sama-sama. So yes, actually today I was working in the night shift. So during my training, we have that kind of once I need to work as a night shift. So I just got home in the morning around 7 o'clock or 7:15. It was frozen at night, so I need to scratch all of my car's window. You know that in Finland, when it's getting cold, so the glass window also getting frozen. So I need to scratch it in the morning, and then I rush going to home and drive my boy, the small boy, go to the daycare. So I want to have time for sleeping, because if you have night shifts, usually you have one holiday before, the day before, so you have sleep enough and you're ready to work at the night shift. And then after that you have another holiday. Hi Mbak. And then after that you got another holiday, another one free day for sleeping. So you need to make sure that you got your energy back, something like that. Okay, so now at the moment in Finland it's about 3:15 maybe, and I need to go to pick up my whole family, because today I promised to them that I'm going to pick them up from the daycare, from the school, and my husband from the work. So I was like taksikuski. Semmoinen se taksikuski, it means like taxi driver. And I guess I'm lazy to cook because I just woke up now at the moment. I just woke up, and yeah, I was going to the shop. Maybe I try to go to the restaurant. I take them to restaurant because I'm lazy to cook today. Just get something fast and make them eating. It doesn't mean that I always let them do it in restaurant, because in Finland restaurant is expensive. It's different than in Indonesia or in Vietnam, because usually I'm in Vietnam, I always order food by Vietnam It's kind of application where you can order all the food and you can choose whatever you want to eat. But here is also in Finland, actually there is a kind of application where you can order the food, but you know the price is crazy expensive for me, which is I'm an employer, I cannot afford it every single day, because in Vietnam we usually eating nearly every single day, order from the restaurant, because there is so many delicious food. But here is many delicious food, but we cannot afford it every day. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you are new here, and maybe you can leave some comment what you want to know about Finland, or what kind of life foreigner in Finland or Asian in Finland, what the culture shock and whatever. I'm trying to make video in English because everyone asking how are you there, why you always share video in your own language. I don't understand, what is that? Or someone is questioning me like, what are you sharing actually? Is that something bad? Is that something like betrayal or something? No, I always try to share positive content about information about living in Finland, or about my own life, about a culture shock in Finland as Indonesian. And I also share some like information about education in Finland, especially if I have that kind of education video, like how is school in Finland, especially talking about my daughter's school. You can check in my other video, which is I share about like peruskoulu, atau that Finland has the best education in the world, education system in the world. Okay, bye guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and if you like this video, gives me big thumbs up.